welcome. Oh hey, there's Soup. Just to start broadcasting as well.
Great timing, because I know you're sick, so yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm out of it. What's up anyway? Back for ILR2, this time with round 11 at the Hungarian Grand Prix, the final Grand Prix before the Christmas break anyway. So, well hey, one more race and then 3 weeks of nothing.
Yeah, it's exciting. I was making a sandwich, that's why I was late.
So you missed every single invite, and I need one of them to
Yeah.
invite you to get in. Anyway, Magyar Nagydij is the circuit we are at today. As I'm going to take you on board on a lap on the Joker. As we come around the final corner now to start his lap, we will look at all the gears and everything around, because you know what, I don't know what to do because I did this in the rain. So going down to turn 1, braking at around 100 meters into turn 1, third gear. Going to second, you'll get a better exit, but you could lose the back end pretty much more easier. DRS on the second straight, around the 100 to the 50 meter board to break down into third gear. Flat out through the next corner as we head to the end of the first sector. The 27.712 for the Joker at the moment, runs slightly wide going at the start of sector 2 towards the he's run off the curb and he's gone to the grass, as that lap would look to have been foiled by that alone. Oh, and he spun and he's gone into the wall and broken his front wing. Very unlucky for the Joker. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's funny because he's in the pits for me.
Really? He's out at the moment.
Well, he's dead, so there's that.
Yes. Right. Actually, there's the Joker coming around the last corner now. And the Joker, sorry, Scott, as he's come around and then his lap of a 1:18.161. Just going to go through to see who's putting laps in at the moment, who's not. Carl's just put a lap in, a 1:18.319, beating his previous time. Giroud just set the fastest lap of a 1:17.420, and he's retired straight afterwards.
So, right, so that's 5 thousandths between the first two. So that's yeah,
that's pretty close actually.
That's literally inches.
As It's Me comes around the final corner now to set his lap of.
He's a tenth up.
Boom. 1:17.285.
There you go. So he's retired after that. So now Paul is actually closing in on him on the championships. This is good for him.
Keep that up. Paul's on his outlap at the moment. He's in the middle sector, funnily enough. The Joker retired, didn't exactly improve on his lap time. I think was that Scott? Yeah, that was Scott, putting himself up into third for 1:17.611.
I'm just busy messaging, sorry.
Who's about to start a lap actually? I think
Scott just went third. Who else? Flexi just went 5th. Andy, where's he? 13th.
Right. We're gonna go on board with Paul as he starts to set his last lap of the qualifying session, as hopefully he could do a complete full lap so we can actually have some footage of a full lap. There's a retired car, Flexi there, not wanting to set another lap. Not wanting to ruin his tires.
Tom is just getting ready to go for another lap. Because he had a quality ban last time.
Yeah, he had a quality ban in Silverstone, so he started basically last, and unfortunately a bit of a collision with George, I believe, led him to be retired.
Well, Corey's got a quality ban, I assume.
Really?
Because he hasn't come out and set a lap at all.
Well, he's out now. He has no pit.
Oh, he's out. Okay, right. So he's just going straight. Okay, never mind.
So George isn't going out, and Jamie isn't going out.
Somebody just popped up there.
Oh, someone's retired.
Niccolo went 6th. That's who popped up.
Whew.
Yeah, that's a good lap actually.
That is a decent lap, especially for Nicolo.
How's Tom doing? 10th up on his previous best. So he's aiming for in with his teammate. Oh, Corey went through P3 there with that lap.
Oh, and the
Paul McGuinness went 4th.
That's not too bad from either Force India. That's 2 in the top 4.
Well, that dropped Nicola down to 9th after that. He sees it on a different lap. Matt went 7th. Tom's half a second up. This is a good lap.
He could put himself right in that top 5 and split the Force Indias apart. Or he could go even further ahead of both of them.
To watch. Good exit, short shifting. And all good lap with P3 with that one.
And I forgot to swap off him, so the last few people to set laps, so Billy, Nicolo, and yeah, because Luke's just finished
that's
his lap.
it, everybody set a lap.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for people to retire now. Come out to the pits, retire the car.
Yep.
So, at the moment, the grid looks to be... Oh, never mind. Billy's
never
just
mind. Right, so he went a couple of hundredths quicker. So pole position for Billy. It's me is retired, so he can't respond to that. So Billy's actually going to get pole position out of that.
Whoa. Way to put
here
it right
in Magyar Nagadic.
Pole position for ILR2 is 1:17.250. Pole position. That would have got him 8th in ILR1.
That's stupid because the top 15 are separated by a second. That's stupid.
That's very, very, very close. 3 drives instead of lap. Well, Aiden, George and Jamie. Yeah, they'll be looking to make something out of this race from the back then. Alternate strategy. They might have seen something that we haven't. Maybe the weather. Oh, oh dear. Oh, I completely forgot about the animation. Oh dear. I cut out literally halfway through it, unfortunately, because I completely forgot about it. I'm an idiot. I completely forgot that existed. So last time out, Corey won the British Grand Prix, so he'll be looking to contain that good form from last time out. Then, well, we got Billy on pole. He'll be after the race ban in Britain. No, was it Britain he had a race ban in? I don't think.
You get the race ban.
Yeah, the race ban in Britain. Alright, so coming off of a race ban and then putting it on pole.
Yeah, I mean, this is his debut season, so that's pretty good going.
Without a doubt.
Josh, he's on row 1, but that's good for his championship, of course. Jororu, he had a race ban as well at some point during this.
Sorry, Josh.
I'm sorry, I've had a brain fart. Who the fuck is Josh?
ILR3. Josh.
Yeah. There we go. Back, we're awake again to take a sip of coffee. We're back. Right, Tom P4, Corey P5, Paul McGuinness P6, Scott in 7th, Matt in 8th, Sam in 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is Matt. Now I'm just going to see if anybody else is on. Everybody is on Super Softs top 10. So Nicolo is going to go Supers. Matthew is on Supers. Nicolo's on medium tyres. Joker's got on mediums. Luke is Super Softs with Carl in 15th place on medium tyres. Andy is saying, screw the lot of you, I'm going on softs. Aiden's on Super Softs. George is also on softs. And Jamie down the back is on soft tyres. So, I don't know why, but Billy's decided he wants to race, and it's the formation lap, and he's already like a ridiculous length of time ahead of It's Me. So his tyres are going to get very, very cold. Very cold indeed. Anyways, we had a a very interesting start to the ILR3 stream last time. If you've watched it.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it correctly this time. What you're supposed to say was Meggy, and not Smeggy. Yeah, and then you proceeded to crash, which was very...
No, it wasn't my fault though, it was a desync issue.
Yeah. Here we go, 5 red lights! Meggy, and away they go. Billy gets away well, and he's managed to place his car in front of It's Me, running down to turn 1. It's Me, followed by Girora, followed by 4, Tom and Corey, and look at Tom going down the inside of 3 cars, and he's going to be looking to get into P2. There's a bit of contact made. That is a stunning start from Tom. He's alongside it. He's going for the lead. What a start. Never mind, it's lag. So Billy is going there. Wama and Girora on the inside, on the outside there, and there we go. It's all sorted itself out. That was a huge amount of lag from Billy. He just stopped on the track for me.
So just teleported
Tom
around that corner.
Yeah, Tom just from 4th to 2nd. Great start from him. Girora P3. It's Me's the big loser. He's into 4, but he's looking to get past Girora now. Corey's P5. Paul McGinnis P6. Looks like there's been a problem for Andy and... Have Andy and Luke made contact? Yes, they have.
Oh dear.
Yes, they have. That's not gone well. That has right. It's Me has dropped behind Tom as well. But Corey's made it past. Girora's lost 2 positions. That's what was the mess up there. Girora's into P6 now. So Paul McGinn's up to P5 with Corey up to P4 and starting to challenge It's Me. So an interesting start.
This is just too much stuff at the moment to actually keep up with what's going on.
With your poor ill self.
I'm just looking at it and it's just I've just been baffled by everything.
Oh, yeah, and just before the start, we saw actually George got a drive-through for jump starting. So
as soon as the lights appeared on the screen,
yeah.
jump. So that's why he's coming into the pits now, and I believe Luke, the Joker, and both pitting as well, probably for front wing damage.
Matt and Matthew, that's really hard to say. Matt and Matthew alongside into turn 4. This will be trying to go around the outside, not going to work there. So Luke obviously had damage. He's into the pit lane now. So everybody's still relatively close together. But Tom, he's up to P2 now. Billy's starting to pull away from him now, but it's a good return to form for Tom. It's Me there in 3rd, with Corey still there challenging, just behind them. Oof, kick of oversteer for Corey there, and now Paul McGinnis is starting his pole train. We've got a momentary yellow there. Oh, it's Andy again. He spun it again. So the milkman on his has done a milk round. But tish. Now moving on.
Oh, he's gone. Sorry, he's just come around the corner onto the camera, and he's just slid off the camera into the wall.
Oh, it's the biggest comic slide ever. Yeah, I know those.
Oh, that was great. He comes onto the camera, goes into the drift off
and disappears.
Off the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done it again.
Oh, Tom's had a problem. He's had to pull over.
Oh dear.
And he's let a couple of cars through now. I'm not sure what happened there, but that's put Billy P1, and It's Me back to P2 now. Corey's in P3, Paul McGinnis P4, Giroru P5, and now Matt has managed to get past Tom now. So now it's Tom with Flexi behind him now. Oh, he's gone wide. Tom's gone wide. He's got damage, surely. Broken front.
Left side
right on. Yeah. See it. There we go then.
Dear.
Oh
well,
yeah,
start. And to that's not exactly good for him. I think so. He must have accidentally hit into the back of Billy going into turn 1. Maybe tried a very, very, very audacious move, and just to rub salt in the wound, really. And he gets a 5-second drive stop go for speeding in the pit lane. So now the Force India's P3 and 4. Championship-wise, it's all in It's Me's favour currently, but Paul McGinnis isn't that far behind. He's about... He's about 2 seconds behind It's Me, so if there's a problem, then could really close the gap up again. Oh, is that Scott making a move down on? No, it's Nicolo defending against Scott, I believe. Scott
yes, it is.
wide.
Yeah. Oh, trying to go around. He's actually gone around the outside of turn 1, which will change to the inside in the next corner. He's going to stick it down on the inside. Nicolo's on medium tyres. Let's see if he can be able to hold on. He squeezes him out wide. Nicolo's still there. There's contact, and somehow he manages to hold on. They're still going alongside, banging tyres, going up the hill. Nicolo's on the outside line. Oh no! Oh God! What on? Oh, for God's sake, guys! So they've made contact, and well, they've managed to get going again, but they managed to lose a ton of positions now because of that. Now, the winner last time out in Britain was, of course, Corey. He led pretty much every single lap, apart from the first corner. Oh, there's a problem for Aiden. It looks like. Yeah, Aiden has had a spin.
Ooh. It's not looking great for either Ferrari at this moment.
No, not really. Corey has dropped behind It's Me, and he doesn't have DRS. However, Paul does. Now this is going to be interesting. Two Force Indies going at it. So does Corey let him through, or will he have to fight for it? Another 5 second stop go.
Oh dear. Paul is looking. He has been going left and right, looking for a way through, and I think Aiden's just rage quit.
Oh, he's let him through, Paul. He's let him through. So, team orders. Boo! Paul goes through and will now be one position behind It's Me. And in the championship, of course, that will make sure that he minimises the points difference. As, look at this, match on the ground, the outside of Giroru. There was momentary bang of tyres there, but no cigar. Now Sam will have a look here. So there's a big old train forming right now between Giroru, Matt, Flexi, Matthew, and now Tom, who's now still with them, struggling around with his front wing damage.
Wait, he hasn't pit yet?
Yeah, no, he hasn't pit. No, he's still running around. So obviously it was just a kind of momentary blip in pace from him.
He definitely has that left front wing gone. I don't think.
Yeah, he's missing the vortex generators.
The thing is that he could pit now on the set of mediums and go to the end if he really wants to.
Ooh, yeah, you can see the lag. That's what happened to Billy on lap 1 for me.
I just watched that. Yeah.
Yep. So now, Corey could be the real team player here and just keep Giroru behind him. But they've got a lot of cars to defend from. A lot of cars to defend from.
Now that's one big train. As Paul said in the chat before, all aboard the McG train.
Well, I think we have one. Choo choo. Paul McGuinness, or the MCG train. Oh, Corey, getting sideways. All the drivers are getting sideways. They're really pushing hard in this. Will this be the 11th round?
Yes, it is the 11th round as the
wow.
matter. Okay, that couldn't have been just me seeing that. I'm gonna have to look back on the stream on that. Nope, definitely wasn't me. The Matter's car became half red as he went over the off the track, the chicane.
You know, Jamie is about to get into the points after starting last.
What? No.
He's right there, right up behind Matter. Let's see how this goes. Matt's got on the grass. Jamie's going to look to the inside of a nice, easy, swift pass. And Scott gets through there as well. Into the points goes Jamie.
No words.
No words.
No
Good
words.
night and God bless.
It'll be interesting to see what people's strategies are here, because the one stop is most favourable, but two stop can work if you've got the pace for it. Most definitely. I don't know the winning strategy of ILR1. Did you watch that at all?
Wait, well, I wasn't listening. Sorry. What? Go again.
Did you watch ILR1 at all?
No, I didn't see it today.
Ooh, okay. So we're blind on what strategy could win them the race this time round.
Did you not write it down in your notebook?
No, I've been asleep.
Oh.
I've been asleep and at work, so
that is a very fair.
Time.
That's fair. That's fair. Right. So Giroru now starting to challenge Corey. So now Corey has got to park the bus in the best way he knows. And just a reminder to everybody that the ILR End of Year Awards will be on Wednesday evening. So if you maybe Corey is in the nominations for that award of biggest bottle job of 2017, as he got a 5. Wow, bang on cue! He gets a 5-second stop go. Fantastic. Anyways, he's in the running for that for his bottle job of the first ILR1 championship.
He's gone to mediums. He's doing the 1-stop.
Yeah, but he has a 5-second stop, guys. He has to stop again.
Or that will be added to his final time as well.
Yeah.
But now he's got to make sure he doesn't get stuck behind traffic.
He's come up behind George, and there's actually he's come up behind this battle between George, Nicolo, and Carl. Oh, George, big kick of oversteer. So Nicolo, Carl on mediums, George on soft tires, Corey on fresh mediums. Let's see how this one goes. Oh, Carl's gone wide. Nicolo's going to take advantage of that, and so is George. Can he go late on the brakes and maybe try and go around the outside, cut back on the exit maybe? Go to the inside of the chicane, perhaps. No, he's going to stick behind. And oh, Corey's it hit him in the rear there. A slight little tap. So now Corey joins the Nicolo train. Oh, is that Andy in the wall again? It is. Right, so he's not having a great time. George gets past, and so does Corey past Carl within one single corner there. Tom, oh.
It's just going back to worse.
What? Guys, what are you doing? Maybe the slowdown point is a little bit awkward. Not sure on that one.
Well, there's no board for the actual line.
Ah.
So they have to guess it. And unfortunately, people guess wrong almost every time. As Andy's just
See, Andy was coming in to serve his stop go. Now he's got another one, and he's out. So that's the end of his Grand Prix.
Oh,
and now I'm going to take a bite of a donut.
Lucky. That's all I can say.
It's delicious.
I had Domino's beforehand. I'm quite happy. Is that the matter? Making a move on the Joker? The far back, as this seems to be like the only action at the moment.
Yeah, apart from Giorgio and Paul, as Giorgio gets in the wall.
Oh.
And now we have Flexi going down the inside of Matt. Where's Sam come from?
Absolutely.
He's now fighting in 5th. So he's now fighting with Matt, with Matthew up behind him. It's Paul McGuinness in P3 currently, with It's Me just ahead, Billy in P1. This is the battle for P4. DRS for Sam. Should be a relatively easy move. Giorgio comes into the pit lane because he's got damage. Matt is weaving all the way down the straight as Matt's going to switch back to the outside and see if Sam can get the cut back here, and he does slightly. Well covered from Matt there. So Matt placing his car on the inside now. Flex is going to have to go around the outside, hangs his car around the outside, not going to have it there. So a good little battle between these guys then. Giorgio comes back out in P12 behind his team, behind George actually. He comes out behind his teammate, sorry. Right, so back to the battle for P4. Flexi, Matt. And now these guys are actually catching up to Paul. So we'll see how that unfolds. Got a swap between Corey and Nicolo. In that space of time, so Corey's back up to P8. Now George can maybe challenge again. Versus Nicolo, perhaps. Nicolo goes to the inside, switches back to the outside. So the Italian holds on versus the Spaniard. Sam is battling away with Matt still. He tried to move. So he's going to hang it to the inside. There's contact made. And a little bit of banging there. But somehow Matt holds on. But now Matthew is in the fray. And now Billy in from the lead of the race. Paul McGuinness in. That puts It's Me into the lead of the Grand Prix. Now these guys are going to stay out. This is now the battle for P2. Here comes Sam to the outside line into turn 1. Is he going to do it? We get a nice panning shot of the overhead. Sam goes deep on the brakes, tries to hang it around the outside. Does manage to do so. He's still alongside before we get to turn 2. Matthews, there's contact made, but they're still holding on. DRS for Flexi, and down the inside goes the Renault. Matt's going to try and hold it around the outside, and he does hold it around the outside. He's going to switch to the inside for this next corner. Flexi's still there. They're still holding on. This is an amazing battle. He's going to have to give it up, is Matt. Surely going to have to give it up. No, he doesn't give it up. And through goes Sam. What a battle. What a bit of driving from those guys.
Yeah, most certainly. Sorry, I've got it on mute because my dog's going ballistic, and I have to leave my room, and I don't want to miss the battle.
Right,
So,
Billy's come back out on mediums. Paul's out on mediums again. So it's me. Now, how far? Where's he going to come out? Is the question. We'll have to check that. But now Matthew is starting to get on the back of Matt. Suddenly, the Toro Rosso. Oh, he's going to maybe try to hang it down the inside. A little bit of banging there. Wheel spin, and in comes It's Me. So Flexi, is he going to come in or will he stay out? He's going to stay out and take the lead of the Grand Prix. Matt is going to come in. Matthew's going to stay out. So that's going to be P1 and 2 for now. Onto the soft tyres goes It's Me. So that's assuming he's going to go super soft, soft, super soft. I'd have to assume on that one. I have to think about that one now. What on earth? Jamie's in P3. Okay. So now he's now fighting away with Billy. This is for... Billy's essentially in the lead of the Grand Prix. At this point, he's going to chuck it down the inside versus Jamie. Jamie's going to let him through, essentially, there. I need to actually message somebody. So there's going to... I can't actually see anything at the moment.
I'm sorry, my dog's going ballistic because bloody sister's locked herself in the bathroom and can't get out, so...
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so... where's the battle at? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're a little bit blind right now. I'll do it on my phone. There we go. We're back. Okay, so now Sam's in the lead of the Grand Prix. Matthew is 1 second adrift of him. I would have to assume that these guys are coming in, which will put Billy back into the lead of the race. With Jamie in P4, I would have to assume he's coming in shortly, but essentially he's in P2 right now. These guys are going to stay out. Matthew comes in, Sam will stay out and remain in the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Oh, there's Matt coming into the pits. There's Toro, so.
Right, so Matthew in, and he's going to go on 2 mediums. So the only guy who's not on the mediums right now is, of course, It's Me, and It's Me has just got past Jamie. Paul McGuinness there, and now Corey's under pressure from Giroux, who sends it down the inside into turn 1. Soft tyres on medium tyres. Corey does well to hold on there. And down towards turn 2. DRS on the Haas. He's going to try and hang around the outside. It's very tough to do. Corey does well to hold his line. Goes a slight bit deep, so he'll give it Giroux a good cut back on the exit. He's going to be on the outside. This is going to be a ballsy move if he gets it done on the outside line. He sweeps around the outside. Corey's still there, and they've made contact. And into the wall goes Corey, and he's out of the Hungarian Grand Prix.
That was a lack of space given from Giroux, it looks like.
Look to me, yeah. Have to review that one again, but Corey's going to be absolutely furious.
He definitely had the pace to get on that podium, without a doubt. And that incident's just completely ruled Force India's hopes of a double podium.
Yeah.
As Flexi is still in the lead on them super softs. I think he's looking to do a super soft strategy right here.
Yeah, he's going to
It's Me goes fast.
pretty much mirroring. Yeah, he's going to be pretty much mirroring It's Me's strategy. It's Me's going on to softs, and except to assume he's going back on super softs later on in the race.
Yeah.
But Flexi's gone a long way on those super softs. You have to remember that these have done quality laps as well. He's got a massive blister in the middle of the left front. If you can see it straight down the middle, it's very obvious. Right front tire is blistered as well.
Yeah.
Now, It's Me, because he's on the soft tyres, has caught Billy, and this battle is essentially for the lead of the Grand Prix. With Jamie still running around in P4. I don't know how he got there, but he's up there. With a masterclass of strategy, it looks like.
It's definitely looking to be one hell of a masterclass for Jamie if he can do a super soft stint. Definitely up there as faster runner at the end. He's hoping he can go long out, get as many positions as he can, and then at the end get as many positions back again. Unfortunately, Hungary is a track where...
Oh, Joker's out. He's at the wall.
It's a track where overtaking is pretty difficult at times.
Jesus Christ, Tom. What on earth? Nicolo has done the most aggressive come across to the wall I've seen. And he's now got to defend from 3 cars. He's going to go to the inside and force Matt to try and go around the outside of turn 1 and get a textbook cutback from Matt there. And he'll get the DRS for his troubles and sweep past Nicolo into P7. And that's all said and done. But Nicolo's trying to come back at him on the inside line, forces him out. But Matt's going to be on the inside line, forces him right out off the track. And now Matthew is going to have going to be licking his lips right now, waiting for these guys to make contact. As Matt goes wide, Nicolo's going to try and hang around the outside. And now look at Matthew trying to capitalize on these guys. He's right there with them, and now Tom's with them as well. Tom, he's going to go down the inside versus Matthew. It's going to force Matt to go over the curves. And that's cost them both time. And look at Tom trying to go around the outside. Not going to work.
Yeah, as I was going to say, actually, sorry, before the battle, it's actually quite difficult to overtake around here. Definitely in a lot of places. You've got the DRS and really turn 1 and turn 2 are your main overtaking places here.
Right. Sam stayed out, but now Billy and Itzmi are closing at a very fast rate, and this is for the lead of the Grand Prix. Itzmi goes very late on the brakes, and now Billy's going to have to defend versus Itzmi. Here we go then for the lead of the Grand Prix. Onto the outside goes Itzmi with the DRS wide open on his Red Bull. Billy's going to hold it to the inside, and he'll try and sweep around the outside. Let's see if he can do it, and Billy forces him off the track, and he gets a kick of oversteer and somehow holds on to the car, but he's lost a good chunk of time versus Billy's got to make that time back up again. Meanwhile, Girora and Paul McGuinness are battling away as well. Girora tried to mirror that move that Itzmi tried to make, couldn't make it work. Paul McGuinness held on to it. So, here we go, up to turn number 5. Paul McGuinness goes a bit earlier on the brakes than Girora, and look at him trying to hang his car into the inside. Not going to have it there. Now Billy closing in on Sam. And that's the first corner cut penalty. Billy's made a mistake. He's gone off the track, and through comes, and they've made contact. I think that was lag. So, moving swiftly on, Billy is lagging like a trooper up there, but he's now challenging Sam for the lead of the Grand Prix. It looks like there's been a problem for somebody. Got a yellow in section 2. In comes Sam from the lead of the Grand Prix, and there we go. Billy back into the lead. Itzmi into P2. This will put Jamie, who's still, well, you know, he's actually come in. So in comes Jamie. And that will put Paul McGuinness back into P3 and Girora into P4. Flexi's going on to soft tyres, with Jamie gonna go mediums. Soft tyres, soft medium. Okay, it's switching. It's doing that glitch. Yeah, you know that glitch. You've had it.
Yeah. We've had the spectator glitch, yeah.
Yeah, the changing compounds.
So far, everyone par the medium runners. Actually, no, scrap that. Nicolo's coming in for a new front wing. So only Carl has not pit so far in this Grand Prix.
And he started on mediums, correct?
Yes.
I actually think he disconnected.
Really?
Because he's ghosting, I think.
That's a shame. He's Nicolo.
And Aiden disconnected as well.
Runner to pit stop.
Okay, so
you did make a bit of an incorrection earlier. Sorry, you said that Scott was the first runner to get penalties due to corner cuts. George got it a tad earlier.
Ah, right. Just clarifying that. So Billy's edged out a small gap versus Itzmi now. He's edged out a small bit, so that'll help him later on in the race. But the same cannot be said for Paul McGuinness, who is now under massive pressure from this Portuguese man, Girora. Here we go. Scotsman on Portuguese. DRS wide open. Here we go to the outside. Goes late on the brakes and going to try and get the cutback. Paul's going to place his car on the apex and manages to hold on. Tom and Matt are going at it behind as well. Flexi's going to dive down the inside of his teammate. Now Flexi on Tom. Who's going to come out on top here? Flexi's on soft tyres, Tom on medium tyres. Who is going to get the better of each other here? It's a Matt train. So the works team versus the customer team. And Tom is going down the inside of Matt in towards this chicane. Can he do it? Nope. But now Tom's on the outside. Sorry, that's Sam on the outside line, going around the outside of his teammate. They've made contact, and he's going to force him off the track. And through goes Sam. So that's a great move from Sam, opportunistic, and got in front of his teammate, which he needed to do because he's on the soft tyres.
And all that,
meanwhile, It's Me has closed in a little bit more. Okay.
I think it's just a case of It's Me needs to save on his tyres more than Billy, whereas Billy can go on as hard as he wants in the mediums because he knows he'll get to the end, whereas It's Me, with the lockups he's having.
Here we go, Giroru trying to go for P3, sorry to cut across here. There's a bit of contact made between them, and Giroru gets the cut back and will get in front of Paul McGuinness. And now Flexi has just gone in front of Matt in the same corner. So now Sam up to P5, Paul McGuinness P4, Giroru P3, It's Me P2, but he could be P1 very, very shortly because he's caught right back up to Billy on his gearbox. But the dirty air is going to start affecting him very, very much here. So we'll see how this unfolds. Nicolo goes fastest lap, actually. Right, Tom's trying to get past Matt. There's a little bit of contact made there. Will he try and go down the inside? Yes, into the chicane. That is ballsy, and he forces Matt to go wide. Matt gets the position back. Now that is interesting. So, who was ahead? I think Matt must have been ahead still at that point. So, he's still going to have to fight it out a bit more. There's a lot of action. It's Me is closer than he's ever been for the lead of the Grand Prix. DRS Open. Here we go then. For the lead of the Grand Prix, Billy goes right to the inside of the track and through to the outside goes It's Me, late on the brakes into turn 1. It's going to be soft on medium action. Billy forces him out wide, gives him just enough space to work with. DRS Open on the Red Bull, switches back to the outside, and here we go. Late on the brakes into turn 2. He's trying to hang it around the outside. He's placing his car there, almost touching, somehow not touching, and he's going to have to yield. And Billy holds on for one more lap, it looks like. Meanwhile, Tom just stuck it down the inside of Matt there and gets into P6. Matt's going to try and come back at him, though, down the inside of turn 2. Will he get it done? Tom's going to hold that inside line, try and get the cut back, but no. So Tom into P6.
I don't know what to say because you're just taking all the words beforehand.
I've taken all the words beforehand. That's a lame excuse.
And I'm not as creative as you when it comes to
I am going to use that as an excuse for not submitting an essay.
I'm sorry,
yeah, they used all the words beforehand. They used all the words. I mean, what
am I meant to do? Everyone she said the exact same for this. I can't think of anything else.
Alright, here we go. Once again, It's Me's going to have to try it again. He's going to late dive to the inside, Daniel Ricciardo-esque. Sticks it down the inside. Billy's still on the outside. DRS Open and through into the lead of the Hungarian Grand Prix goes It's Me. He had to do something creative. Oh, Nicolo. Oh, dear. Where's he gone off there? Is that... Oh, Sector 3. Sector 3, it looks like. Sector 2, sorry, Sector 2.
He's on the S's.
Ouch. And that spells the end of Sauber because they've just gone bankrupt.
No, they'll go completely bankrupt with a massive loan if Luke crashes as well. So don't worry.
Yeah. So everything's pretty much settled down, but technically Billy's still in the driving seat here because It's Me has to stop again because there's no way he can bring those soft tires that far, and Billy has got good pace to get past him, even on those mediums. So let's see if he can do that.
Right, let's see if the Honda engine can beat the Renault engine this time around.
Let's see then.
I think it's not working.
I think not. It's not working. They've even used their Boost 2.0 button. Still hasn't worked.
GP2 engine. GP2.
Yeah, it is literally a GP2 engine. It's that bad. Well, they won't have it next year. They're actually going to have the engine that's in the back of that Red Bull next year.
Yeah, I think the...
However, Billy, you say he doesn't have the power. He's actually managed to close back up to Itsme within a couple of corners. Of course, the McLaren has one of the best chassis on the grid.
But it's equal, so it's all the same.
Yeah. It is essentially GP2 right now. Or Formula 2, F2 should I say, to be correct.
Yeah. But, it's just like, just thinking though, the Honda engine, they have to admit, it was pretty reliable towards the end of the season.
It was.
Which,
it's the pity it was so shit.
Which would make you think, is it a mistake for McLaren to go to Renault?
Well, Toro Rosso are getting the Honda engines next year, so
then I
don't know what's going to happen.
Then you got to see how the Renault engine did at the end of the season. It just kept blowing up. So, who's got the better end of the stick?
Well, we've got to find out in 90 or 100 days. Sorry, 100 days. Until the next 99 days to F1. Doesn't really fit.
Doesn't really matter.
Copyrighted songs. Yeah. So, have you had any baguettes this week?
No, I haven't had any baguettes this week. Parents have, but there's no baguettes.
Parents had a baguette, had they?
A lot of
eating a baguette?
They just get baguettes for themselves. We don't get any baguettes. Kids get nothing.
Anyways, Billy is trying. He's trying to get past with the Red Bull here. I saw him try a dive. Didn't quite work.
He's just staying behind the Red Bull for now. I think he's just waiting for him to pit again. I don't think he want to make a move to slow himself further down. Even though they have a massive buffer to Giroud, which is handy for both of them, really. It just shows though that they are they've just been so much faster this Grand Prix and had less problems, which has allowed them to have this massive gap from Giroud.
Yep. Let's see. Do you think potentially Itsme could get those softs to the end? Potentially,
yes, but I think he'll be very slow at the end. And if he does get them to the end, he's got to defend from Billy as well, who's on mediums, which aren't going to be as worn as his softs, which means that they'll be technically faster at the end. So I guess he's just got to hold on to the Red Bull and hope he can make the move when he needs to. As Sam has caught right back to the rear diffuser of Paul McGuinness.
Yeah, so personality of the year nominee. Andy is also a nominee, but he's just bottled it, so he's not here. So Sam on pole. This should be an interesting one. Let's watch soft on medium action. So that'd be DRS for Sam. Here we go then, good run for Sam out of the last corner. Paul's going to go defensive over to the inside lines. He's going to have to force Sam to go to the outside. So we'll go late on the brakes versus Paul. But Paul's going to shove him right out, as you can see. But he actually gives him the space. And Flexi gets a great run out of turn 1. Hangs it around the outside. Changes to the inside for turn number 2. So he'll go late on the brakes. And through into P4 goes Sam. That's been smart driving from Sam there.
Well thought move, definitely for Sam. That was the fact that he had the weaker line through turn 1 against Paul and managed to make it stick still, even with the curbing. I'm gonna give it to him.
Impressive.
That was a very good move from him.
Got the yellow flag in sector 1. Oh, it's Luke.
Oh dear.
And he's gonna have to concede a place to Matt because of that. He's
got no damage, and I think that's fine for him now. Sauber aren't going to be bankrupt just yet.
Yeah, just not quite yet.
EFC Matthew is on is right behind Tom, but he is locking up every other corner, which is not good for him at all. As Drew has come into the pits, he's doing the two-stop.
Right. Okay, so he's gone on to... He's going to obviously go super softs then. So I know Giroru pitted around the same time as It's Me did. So It's Me is surely going to be pitting shortly, within the next 4 laps-ish, I'd have to guess. He's pulled out... He's got out of DRS range of Billy, which is good for him at least. But he's going to drop back to around... It's going to be borderline where he comes out, really. He's going to come out around 3rd or 4th. Because Sam is 15 seconds behind Billy. There's going to be marginal between himself and Sam. Let's see if he comes in this lap. He's going to stay out and try to eke out the gap.
I think he wants that one stop.
Well, we're going to keep an eye on Giroru because he's the one who's going to be on the super softs. So he's going to be on a charge back up to the front if he as far as he can.
There's the Mata going a tad wide, which is going to allow Giroru.
Oh, move on Matt down the inside into the last sector, and that should be an easy move versus the medium tyres. And Matthew on Tom here. It'll be DRS for Matthew. This isn't going to be an easy move. Matthews has had a good race today. Let's see how he gets on versus Tom. They're both on medium tyres. Let's see who's got the better pace.
I was just silent because I didn't know if you were still going to be talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep constantly getting distracted by messages. Yeah.
With 8 more laps to go in the Grand Prix, and it's just... I think it'll be towards the end. We'll see if anyone's tyres will die well and truly.
Yep.
Or will it not?
Yep.
Well, there's Tom going ever so slightly wide, just going to allow EFC Matthew to make an attack on him. Trying to go around the outside, which he might be able to get the inside, but he's going to stick right behind him for now. I don't think he wants Tom to get DRS on him. I think he'd rather have that than attack Tom into turn 1. Because he definitely had the opportunity there in the middle sector. Following right behind Tom now. Into the last sector, going towards the final corner now. If he can get a better exit than Tom, he'll be able to make the move. But Tom might have also got DRS. Yes, he had. He managed to get DRS off the napped car of Carl Meds, which put CFC Matthews' DRS charge on him completely null void.
At this point, I'm going to have to leave you because I'm actually covering the F1 tier tonight. Woo!
Hey!
I've gone up 8 tiers.
Hey, bloody hell.
Just for tonight. Just for tonight. No advertising, but bye!
See you later. Right, with Soup leaving, you've unfortunately got the monotonous voice of me and my internet bugging out like hell. So currently, Lukey Luke's in the fastest lap. Both Saubers have put very impressive laps down for this race, even though one of them has retired. Matthew is right behind Tom at the moment. This is the only close battle on the track at the moment. So we've mostly been watching this as we look to see if It's Me will ever pit or if he will stay out on them super softs at this moment. So far, everyone has pit once, I think, apart from a few who have pit twice due to issues or different strategies. Lukey Luke losing his front wing. I do believe Matt losing his front wing if we check the tyres. Most likely. And Drew 2-stopping as his main strategy at this moment in time. As Matt looks to try and make another move but stays right behind Tom once again. That DRS is just not helping him get close enough to make a move. As Scott has come into the pits now. Far back. He has come out on the super softs again. I think the Ferrari's just looking to make it back into the points that he didn't believe his tyres would have made it to the end. He's losing another position down to George now, so he's dropped down into 12th at the moment. Back up near the front, Billy is trying to keep it within a reasonable gap to It's Me, trying to get back into that DRS range so he can stay in that DRS range whenever It's Me's tyres will be looking to be dying ever so slightly towards this point of the race. He pit very early on for that set of softs. But now Billy's managed to get back into DRS range without DRS, so he's faster on the straight line than It's Me alone, but he just hasn't got in to actually get DRS. As there's literally nothing happening at this point. Sorry, my commentating skills ain't been up to scratch. Drew says the fastest lap of 1:19.62 and 9. I believe that's ever so slightly faster than Luke's time of 1:19.6 something. I can't remember that off the top of my head. Meanwhile, Billy has actually caught right up to It's Me, which would suggest his tyres have completely, well and truly have gone to this point, and he maybe should have pit a lot earlier for a set of super softs. He's opted against it, and that may prove crucial to him as Billy lags around an awful lot. That's not good for their battle at all, especially if he's lagging around the way he just has. That could cause a serious crash in the running. As he's looking to get a better exit on It's Me now, getting DRS, following right behind the Red Bull, trying to go alongside him with the ever lagging McLaren, going to try and make it down the inside of turn 1, managed to make it so. It's Me, he's trying to hold it around the outside on the softer tyres, which have been more worn in this race, holding it around the outside, going down the second DRS straight now, going to hold it down the inside, going into turn 3, with Billy trying to go around the outside, still side by side. The lagging McLaren has managed to get out in front ahead of the Red Bull, and that is where he stays at this moment in time. Couldn't really see that move too much, especially with Billy lagging around like he did. Yeah, that was very, very odd, and I could not have read that move entirely for my life. Meanwhile, once again, further back down, EFC Matthew is still right behind one mate, but this time Giroux, on them fresher super soft tyres, has managed to get back into the fray for the top 5 places, as he's looking to get into that 5th, get 10 points, as EFC Matthew and one mate both run slightly wide going into the chicane. So they're both slowing each other up, with Giroux catching ever so slightly. Now, as you see Matthew losing the back end so slightly off the curb, and he's allowed Giroux to get through the Haas on the faster tyres, making quick work of the Toro Rosso. He's now going to be right behind the Renault. Is he going to try a move before the DRS, or is he going to try and move during DRS? It looks to be he's going to hold back right now, just staying on the behind the Renault as he goes on the grass ever so slightly. Losing a bit of momentum there. As he goes around the final corner now, he's going to try and get a better run than the Renault, as he has done. Gets DRS, goes on the left-hand side of the Renault now. He's going to try and hold it around the outside, most likely going into turn 1 now. Has he managed to get in front? No, he has not been able to keep out in front, but Tom trying to squeeze him out wide onto the curb. Both cars interlocking tyres. Tom is refusing to let Giroux go at this moment, trying to go around the outside. No, he's not, as Matt brakes. Matthew brakes ever so late and goes into the side of the Renault, as Wame loses 2 positions within 2 corners, with Matt jumping up back into 6th. Now he's going to try and follow Giroux around. He's been stuck behind Tom this entire time as Tom makes a dive bomb down into the right-hander before the chicane, which gives him the position back, and Matt's fallen once again behind Tom, stuck behind him once again. He gets past him all for a few seconds, and then Tom just makes a diving move back in front of him. But you have to be said that is just a repeat of what Matt did to him just a few corners earlier, though. As we go back up, It's Me still trying to keep with Billy on them ever so worn soft tyres. He's just gonna hope that he can find enough pace at the end to get back into the fight, as Sam and Paul both had pretty quiet races at this moment, both running in 3rd and 4th. Not much to be said about either of them, apart from they've just kept out of all the war and all the battles, and they've just raced their own race into really good and nice points paying positions. As we go further down, if see Matthew's still stuck behind Tom, though he may try and make another move down into turn 5, and Tom has just moved out the way. Oh, Tom has a left rear puncture. Oh dearie me, has not been able to keep his tyres well, and that is a puncture only a few laps from the end for the Renault. No wonder he gave up the position so easily. Ah, misfortune for the Renault right there. Ah, he managed to keep Matthew right behind him for almost the entire race at this point, and losing it only at the end as his tyre wears become ever so much. Matt now right behind Jamie, looking to make a move down into the chicane. Maybe no, because Tom is blocking the line, which he could have taken a dive bomb into the chicane. He has to stick behind Jamie right now. Jamie is in the points, starting last. He's in 8th position, which isn't too bad. Tom going ever so slowly, bringing out a yellow flag and just dropping down. That points paying position is long gone for him now, as Matt is looking to try and make a move on Jamie, as George gets another 3-second time penalty. Tom still going slow as ever. His race is well and truly over. Matt still right behind Jamie. DRS should be able to it will be enabled now. The DRS and slipstream on the Toro Rosso should allow the Red Bull to make at least attempt to move down into turn 1. Will he make a move? No, he will not. He'll stick right behind the Toro Rosso for this moment being. If he wants to get more than the 2 points he's currently carrying at the moment, he'll need to make the move off the Toro Rosso as soon as possible off his sister team, who is running on the slower tyres after starting on the soft compound for the beginning of the race. Sector 3, it looks to be Tom has spun, and yes he has, as Luke gets past him. Matt makes the move around the outside of Jamie as he runs onto the grass, and he loses that position to the Red Bull defending for as long as possible. He just couldn't keep it in the end, as Luke sets the fast lap of a 1:18.977. The Sauber definitely proving his speed, but just couldn't keep it fast enough consistently over the entire race. Sorry, his incidents caused him to fall ever further back. Scott now looking for himself for a move onto Jamie and for 9th position. Jamie is still going to be the points if he loses the position, but Scott making it move down the inside, down into sector 3. Still trying to keep it running outside. He has managed to make it stick on the Toro Rosso. However, Jamie will be able to get DRS back off the Ferrari. So maybe he'll be able to make a move down to turn 1. If not, he'll just have to admit that 10th will be his for the moment being. Sector 2 still has yellow flags. Will it be It's Me? No, it will not be It's Me. It's probably Tom once again, as there's a car up ahead of Billy as he's about to go into the last sector. Now it's going to be George. Is Williams. It's either George or the Matter. It is George. As Billy is going to come around the last corner now to take home. Take home the Hungarian Grand Prix trophy with all its glory, as McLaren comes first after a race ban for Silverstone. Comes and wins his first race back off that ban, as the Renault of Flexi gets another podium 2 weeks in a row. First Britain, now Hungary. The Renault getting another 15 points for his team. Paul McGuinness finishing in 4th. Fantastic job for the Force India. Indeed, as after his teammate crashing out from the Haas in 5th. Jaruru 6th is EFC Matthew. Not really much else at this moment. Billy bummed me. Okay, it's me. Don't know if it says bummed or bumped. Most likely going to be bumped. So after penalties, Scott drops back down into 10th, with Jamie bumping back up into 9th. As the last runner, George, who didn't get lapped, is coming around on his last lap. Maybe he's trying to set the fastest lap, who knows. Coming around the last corner now, the Williams just out of the points. He's going to come in a lonely 11th position. And setting the fastest lap, he's done a Fernando Alonso. He's done a Fernando Alonso, setting the fastest lap on the last lap. So your podium for today will be Billy, it's me, and Flexi. I think all three drivers fought well for their podium. Sam in no man's land, it's me and Billy both fighting up for that first position. However, the lag and really better tyre wear made Billy keep first position. So congrats to the McLaren driver, congrats to the Red Bull driver, and congrats to the Red Eye driver for all getting on the podium today. Paul McGuinness, good drive into fourth. Jamie getting into the points into ninth after penalties from Scott. Unlucky for Wame for going down into 13th after a puncture 2 laps from the end. Unlucky for the Renault driver. As that has been your Hungarian Grand Prix for ILR2. We will see you after the winter break as we will come back for the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa, the Francorchamps, for the second half of the season in ILR2. We will see you then.